Why the term Jedi is problematic? And that's where I will add my intro. I am Mecha, and yeah, I'm not going anywhere. You might have to unsubscribe and resubscribe. You might have to click all notifications or just bookmark my channel. YouTube isn't helping me, and I'm not asking anybody for help. Except for you guys, because, you know, the viewers are the people I want to rely on, not some... I'm not going to kiss up to anybody. I want to rely on you guys, because you guys are why I'm here. I'm not here to impress some other channel. I'm not here to impress and kiss up and be a yes man to anybody. Why would I? Why would I have my own channel if I wanted to be somebody else's yes man? And you're not even here for that. Also, we're doing a regular Mecha Monday thing because why else? Why else? If you want to hear a woman's opinion, would you go anywhere other than the woman herself's channel? Right? You don't want to go and watch me on some channel run by a bunch of dudes, right? You don't want to watch me somewhere else, you know. Except, you know, the High Council. Go watch those reruns. Those were awesome. And, you know, that's not a dig at the High Council or anything. Or High Strangeness. That was a good one, too, that I was on. I've been a lot of places. One thing I didn't want to do, though, was be a whammity person talking about stuff on a channel run by some dudes, I guess. The article, fine, I apologize. That came out as really, really sexist. I'm sorry. I actually appreciate the men here. Unlike Scientific American, apparently, it's problematic in equality. Oh, it's equity. Equity is something you have in your home. You know, you'll have a lot of equity in your home when you sell it. That's a monetary term. And if you're using people as a commodity, then I guess equity would be the right term, wouldn't it? Because the word you're looking for, I think, to be inclusive and equal is equality. Let's say it together. Equality, not equity. Equity is something, let's say, my house is worth $100,000 more than when I bought it, hypothetically, if I wasn't, you know, a punk rock rebel YouTube channel that didn't rely on, you know, sub for subs. I would have a house, and I would say that after a few years, it would be worth more, and that would develop some equity. They don't understand words. They really, really don't. Cookie settings, get the freaking... Reject all your cookies, and thank you for subscribing. Why the term Jedi is problematic for describing programs that promote justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. The Jedi were kind of these monks, and they were pretty diverse. They had a whole bunch of crapping aliens, because guess what? They weren't human. They don't experience the same little human interpersonal conflicts that we all, who were plucked off from whatever planet all of us came from, and were put on this giant zoo. I think South Park was right? Are we a zoo? Were there like a planet of lions just doing lion things, and were there a planet of you know, lemurs doing lemur things, or were lemurs always pets for aliens? I think lemurs were always pets. Don't you think, baby? That's why they purr. They're little kitty monkeys that purr. Why the term Jedi is problematic? Because you're dumb. That's why. Because you're offended by everything. You have no value within your own self. And you find and have to make a... This is what we like to call first world problems. There are countries in this planet, in this sphere, in this biodome that we all have to live on, that not only are far worse than the one I live in right now. The acronym Jedi has become a popular term for branding academic communities and labeling STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine. I probably should have read the article before I made an opinion, huh? I might have come off a little smarter, because I'm probably going to have to edit out everything I said. In recent years, the acronym has been employed by a growing number of prominent institutions and organizations, including the National Academics of Science, Engineering, and Medicine. At first glance, Jedi may simply appear to be an elegant way to explicitly build justice into a common formula of DIA, an abbreviation for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh, you're just using it as an acronym. See, actually, well, the DIA would have been, what, God or something in Latin? Isn't that, some Latin experts correct me, I'm pretty sure it's of a deity, something like that, so it's godly. But, you know, So they stole the acronym. Jedi has these important affordances, but also inherits another notable set of meanings. It shares a name with a super heroic protagonist. Well, why the fuck did you call it Jedi? You did that on purpose. I guarantee you did. I guarantee you called them Jedi on purpose. For the brand recognition, for the name recognition. It's why everybody uses similar things and logos and shit like that. It's for the member berries, the references. Within the narrative of the world Star Wars, to be a member of the Jedi seemingly to be a paragon of goodness, principled guardians of order, and protector of the innocent. This set of pop culture associations is one that some Jedi initiatives and advocates explicitly allude to. Well, don't name it fucking Jedi then. Sorry if you're not going to make it very Jedi-like. Whether intentional or not, the labels we choose for our justice-oriented initiative open up to the broader universe of associations, branding them with meaning and, in the case Jedi, binding them to consumer brands. Oh, you're treating people like commodities again. Though its connections to Star Wars, the name Jedi can inadvertently associate our justice work with stories and stereotypes that are a galaxy far, far away, form the values of justice, equity, wrong word, diversity, and inclusion. Again, so a bunch of this is like religious buzzwords and mumbo jumbo. You know how they use, when I say the word equity, you're going to make me think that you're treating us like a commodity, which is exactly what you're doing. There's a reason why they're using that word. We are a commodity. We are a diversity hire. There's a reason why I took a shot at people who like to hide behind a wall of women. Just so they don't get called sexist. Really. I mean, it's so obvious. It's so transparent. And you know exactly why you're doing it. So you don't get called sexist. It is using these people as a commodity for your own profit. And that's what we've become. That's what the LGBTQ plus communities have become. That's what the different ethnicities have become. Certainly with women, we are absolutely a commodity because we're infinitely more, we can check more boxes, can't we? We can make these companies appear more wokier than thou, more religiously superior. Because that's what this is. This is all a big giant, hey, we're better people than you sort of thing. This is exactly the same thing as people wearing crosses around their necks. This is exactly the same thing as I've been calling this for years. These are the Gladys Kravitzes looking in your windows, peeking in, saying, what are you doing? What are you up to? And now it's getting worse. Now we're making this whole culture go around with this, we have to have accountability narrative. Basically, you're telling people, go be that busybody fucking Budinsky who's looking in your window. Go look in people's windows. Don't do that, because that's awful. Awful people do that. Those people are not morally superior. There's a reason why there are old sayings like those who live in glass houses. All right? I'm not peeking in people's windows. At least I'm trying not to. As we'll argue, our justice-oriented projects should approach connections to Jedi with great caution, perhaps even avoid the Jedi acronym entirely. Below, we outline 5... Okay, so who's this? Yeah, don't use your goddamn Jedi thing. So here we go, let's skip down. Although they're ostensibly heroes within the Star Wars universe, the Jedi are inappropriate symbols for justice work. They're a religious order. But that's exactly what they are. That's exactly what social justice people are. They are religious people. That is a religion. Everybody is seeing this as a religion now. You cross invisible sets of rules. It's more cult-like than a religion. Because at least religions set up commandments and things to follow. Like, don't be jealous and don't be a lazy asshole and don't eat too much. Little rules and nice little tips of advice. Don't kill anybody. Try not to be an asshole to people. Good sets of rules here. And that's exactly what social justice warriors do. Oh, never, ever accidentally do anything. Don't accidentally misgender somebody. Don't do that. Right? I mean, it's basically don't accidentally do shit. Or else we're going to call you out. Watch the fuck what you say, or else we're going to get you. That's a religion. That's actually more of a mafia than a religion. That's actually more of a cult. Watch what you say, or we're going to get you, and then we're going to make sure that you go out of your way to do exactly what we do to other people, or we're going to call you a racist. And And look at Alyssa Milano. Look at the biggest virtue signalers on the fucking planet. They all do this. The religious order of intergalactic police monks prone to white saviorism, toxic masculinity. Even orange women like Ahsoka, isn't she orange? She's an orange woman. Mace Windu wasn't white. Sorry. Jedi, it's not our fault the Jedi weren't more diverse. Maybe take it up with the fucking racists at Lucasfilm. Gaslighting by means of the Jedi mind tricks. Oh, and you don't do that in your fucking media? You're telling people that equity all of a sudden means equality. That's gaslighting, all right? Telling people that that you said one thing when you said the opposite a week earlier, that's gaslighting. You're absolutely right. Maybe Jedi is appropriate. Maybe everything you're complaining about you actually fucking do. The Jedi are also an exclusionary cult, membership to which is partly predicted on the possession of a heightened psychic and physical abilities or force sensitivity. Yeah, same thing with the wokier than thous. If you're not woke enough, you're not included and you're called a racist or you're called a right-winger. And guess what? The people on the far right do the exact same thing. If you cross the invisible set of rules, they're going to do the exact same thing. I mean, I've been a victim of that on both sides because like I said, I pissed people off. They're religious. The Jedi are an exclusionary cult, sure. Force disparities are rendered innate physical properties measurable via midichlorian counts, not unlike a forced genetics test. All right, well that was retconned in later on. That's from the prequels, and the prequels suck. The heroic Jedi are thus emblems for a host of dangerous reactionary values and assumptions, sending the message that justice work is akin to cosplay is bad enough. Shut up! Well, that's all justice workers are. They're just cosplaying as activists because they got nothing else to do, because they don't actually want to go to a country that has something going on and going wrong. How long is this article? Oh, I don't want to read this. Do you want to read this whole article? So I could go and talk about every single thing in this article. But these people are just so completely unaware of everything that they do, that if you need to call out Jedi for not being, or for being too religious in your religious quest, then maybe you need to be a little more self-aware. I am Mecha. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
English, mother, do you speak it?